This is Caroline, always reminding you that you are created beautifully. Today is Tuesday, it's our makeup and our beauty videos. Thursdays, I post up personal vlogs, and on Sunday, there are bonus videos. So today, I am doing this very bold look, which I'm so loving. So don't forget, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Caroline. If you like what you see on this video, please consider subscribing down below, turning on your notifications so that you know every time I post up a new video. If you're interested at all on how I did this look, please continue watching. I have already done my brows and I have primed my eyes using always my Tarte Shape Tape, and I have set that with my Laura Mercier powder. Let's go ahead and get started. There is a star to the party today. Don't be tardy for the party. Ooh, don't be tardy. Do y'all remember that song? So this is the star of today's party, and I am late to the party. This is Jezebel, called the Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadows, and I am super duper late to the party with these, but I am absolutely loving them. These are super pigmented, super easy to use, especially for those who are starting out in the makeup world. Super downside, these things are super duper expensive, and I know that there are dupes out there for like the Milani ones. NYX does also something that's similar to these, but I have tested those out and have returned them. So we are going to be using this as a topper today. I am going into the Juvia'S Place affordable eyeshadows. Ooh, they kind of look crazy on the screen. We're gonna go in first with Morphe's M330. We're taking this beautiful purple here. I will speed through a lot of this because when we're doing these tutorials, no one wants to sit through an hour and a half of footage. We're giving you the basis of what we're doing, and then we're cutting a bunch of it out to save you agonizing time of a lot of this is just repetitive stuff going back and forth. Like, I'm gonna dip into this, I don't know, 6 times to get it to the intensity that I want. You hold it closer to the end when you want it blown out, but when you want it really intense, you're gonna come up. Now I want to keep this really in the crease, and then I am pushing it down into my lid space area. We are going to do a halo look, which means we are going to do a partial cut crease. And I'm going to take that purple and I'm going to mix it in with Makita. I'm going to speed through this part. So Makita has like a blue undertone, and I actually didn't see it as much in the other eye because I didn't have all these lights shining on me, but it's actually so beautiful, and I really like this combination. I'm going in with the e.l.f. brush, and I'm going in with this beautiful orange color. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of it on there. Always shake off your brushes, guys. Now I'm gonna use this to go right above that purple. I'm gonna put half my brush on the purple and half of it on the actual lid so I can start blending it out. Starting next week, I will start time stamping these looks because I think it's important for those who are new to makeup for you guys to get a real idea of like how long these looks actually take. I would say this would take over an hour and a half, including foundation, with just taking your time to blend everything out. And I am bringing that all the way into my inner tear duct. Now we're just gonna go back and forth between the orange and the purple to get them to blend out. How many of you guys remember where that song is from? Don't be tardy for the party. Please comment below. It's from that Lady Kim. Okay, this is like, I think the first few seasons of Atlanta Housewives, but it reminded me when I was like super late to the whole Stila party. Okay, so taking a Morphe 514, I'm going in back into the Zulu palette. I'm gonna pick up this beautiful pink color here. So I'm gonna use that brush and I'm gonna go right in between where the orange and the purple meet. So I have a confession. Atlanta Housewives, like the first 2 or 3 seasons, I used to always watch them. You know, they're hood, but they're rich, they got money. What you think is influence. I'm just using small circular motions here. Oh, it's picking up very bright on camera, but it's not that bright yet. And I used to watch them like all the time. I used to watch this show. Because I'm not getting the true richest dark purple that I would like, I'm gonna go in with MAC's Carbon here, which is my blackest black. So a tad bit lower than my crease area. Because the reason why I'm doing that is because I need to leave myself room to be able to blend that black out. If I put it in my crease, by the time I blend it out, it's gonna go way too high. And I wanna make sure to get that into the inner part of my eye and also intensify that outer part, because again, we are doing a halo today. Halo, halo. So I'm going back in with my M330 and I'm going back in with that purple, and we are just gonna blend out that black. So there was a little song that I learned, I'm sure most kids learn going to church, those of you guys who attended Sunday school. When we grew up, some kids went to Sunday school, their parents didn't even go to church. You know why? Because it's free daycare. Y'all take advantage of that. Send your kids off to Sunday school. The song that I learned in Sunday school that we sung all the time, which is, be careful little eyes what you see. Be careful little eyes what you see. For the Father up above, going back in with that purple, is looking down with love. Be careful little eyes what you see. Okay, so you take that song at face value. Oh, I'm just loving this, you guys. This is my stuff. So I'm going back in with my M514 and I'm going back in with that pink color. Gonna make sure that that orange and purple are very blended out. Anyways, back to my story. Well, at first, you know, when you sing that song, you're like, what's the big deal? You know, of course, yeah, you shouldn't be watching certain things. Yeah. Song goes on to ears. Be careful little ears what you hear. Be careful little mouth what you say. Be careful little hands what you touch. Now I'm gonna take my M506 and I'm going in with this beautiful yellow. So I'm using that yellow just to blend out that orange. And for my highlight color, the Profusion, this color right here, Silky. Okay, going back into my story about the song and Atlanta Housewives. So I started watching it. My husband was usually not at home at that time. And he'd come home, you know, he's talking to me about normal, regular things. But, you know, I've just probably like binge watched 2 episodes or something. And he'd be saying some normal stuff like, you know, did you make dinner? Oh, did you get a chance to pick up the mail? Or just random stuff that couples would talk about. And I'd be like, what? What'd you say? Who are you talking to like that? Blah, blah, blah. Why I brought up the whole song Atlanta Housewives, I cannot watch that show anymore. Okay, we're gonna take Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and I'm going to put it right here at the edge. I'm gonna look up with my head down so that it will naturally tell me where to cut this crease. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it a little bit higher than this. Now I know you can see these little white strands. That's because the concealer got accidentally on my lashes. So when I opened my lid, but I'm not gonna worry because that's easily fixed. Now that it's already placed and because I needed to fade into the corners, I'm just gonna use my finger to kind of blend that out a little bit. Anyway, so he used to come home and he'd be like, what's wrong with you? Why do you have such an attitude? What's going on? Did you have a good day? You know, he just tried to have this conversation and I'd be like, I'm fine. What are you talking about? What's your problem? And just kind of push or deflect attitude and all this on him. I'm just gonna take my beauty blender, take some of the extra color off, lessen the chance of transfer, and I'm going in with setting powder. And we are going into this beautiful pink color right here. Take my flat shader brush and I am going to push that right up against where we cut that crease. Figured out that I was picking up a whole lot of attitude by watching this show. It's that show and it's 16 and Pregnant. I had to stop watching those 2 shows because that little song that I learned as a kid is so super true. Gonna go in with that purple and we're gonna sweep the color into champagne color. Same thing with the inner eye. I'm gonna go back in with my finger and the brush and we're just gonna blend all of that out. So yeah, I was noticing that I was getting all this attitude from watching these shows, and that old song from my childhood just totally reminded me that, you know, I'm not saying this is true for every person because every person is different, but the way I'm made up is like I will start mimicking stuff that I let into my mind, into my ears, into my eyes. So for me, it's very important what I watch, what I listen to, because your girl will go off on a tangent and start acting a fool. So I had to really consciously not watch those shows anymore. I'm going back in with that carbon color and I'm gonna intensify the corners But now for the party. The party could start now. So this Stila is so beautiful. And I'm not even doing it justice in this look, but it really, now if you can see this eye to this eye, there is a difference. And there's just something like alluring about this eye. And it's all this Stila. So it's a beautiful color here. Let me just swatch it for you guys. You see how beautiful that is, guys? So I'm going to take that same brush that I used to cut my crease, and I'm going to pick up that product, and I'm going to go right where we cut it. Then I'm going to bring it all the way down the center. I absolutely love it. Like, oh. Then I'm just going to go in with my finger and kind of blend it out so that it can dry with that beautiful pink champagne-y color. And we're just going to make it blend effortlessly. This is where we're going to stop. Now I'm going to go ahead, clean out the fallout, add my foundation, and I will be right back so we can finish up this look. All right, bye. Guys, so I went ahead and put on my foundation. Let's go ahead and finish up this look. So I'm going to go in with that Essence brush, and I'm going to go in with that purple. We're going to use that right under our lash line. Using the same brush, I'm going to take the pink, and we're going to smoke that out even more. Going in with my Milani, and I'm just going to put that in my waterline. And now I'm going to go in with a flat shader brush, and I'm going in with that Carbon Black from MAC. So I'm just going to get in there, kind of shake it and bring it down a little bit. I used to be really big into watching Criminal Minds. That was the other big show that I used to really splurge on. And y'all, be careful little eyes what you see. Because then I was like, ooh, if I went out yesterday at 7 o'clock, I can't go out at 7 o'clock today because somebody may be watching me, you know, and you just start thinking people are coming out of the bushes. Just gonna add mascara down there, guys. So there's nothing wrong with being informed. That's not it. It's just that sometimes when you're rewatching shows over and over, pump something in you, right? It's gonna pump fear, it's gonna pump joy, it's gonna pump encouragement, it's gonna pump something. So for me, my eyes are like a huge thing for me, so I gotta be very, very careful what I let in. So okay, I'm gonna give you guys two options. I'm gonna give you the Anastasia Ashton lip color first. Going in with the pencil brush, and I'm going in with my Mineralized Skin Finish Soft and Gentle. That right in there. Guys, that is our final look. Let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Hey guys, this is our second lip color option. If you're wondering what I'm wearing today, it is this beautiful, one of my absolute favorite colors. This is Cougar by Makeup Geek. Spring is around the corner. I will be wearing this out. This is our look. I absolutely love how this look came out. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, God bless you. Don't forget to come back Thursday.